It's time. It's time. We got our Transcendent Scroll from clearing TOA for the first time. We've also got a handful of other scrolls, but I'm kind of thinking I might hold off. Maybe we'll pop the engraved because I really would love any one of these three. But we'll probably let's do that real quick while we're here, just to get it out of the way. But I have a lot of projects already. And what I want to avoid is the feeling that I'm having on my main account right now, where I'm feeling a little bit bogged down by all of my options, having a hard time sometimes deciding which direction I want to go. So I think what we're probably going to do is I'm going to pop this Transcendent Scroll, and then I'll probably get my Nat 5 from the event, just to see what we're going to add to the roster. I'll do that soon. And then we're going to kind of organize what we're going to work on moving forward, and we're just going to let the other scrolls pile up because I've got enough here to solve many of the problems that we need to solve, right? I need to get my Giants team sorted. I need to go ahead and get my Sath going. I got to get my Sath 2-aid. We've got some pretty big projects to be working on here on the free-to-play. And again, I don't want to be like overwhelmed with options. I can't remember what the word, but there's a phrase for that would be really fitting, but I can't remember what it is. So anyway, if you want a quick look at the progress, this is what we've done so far. We have our squad of 6 stars up here. We cleared a TOA with Vero, Lauren, Fran, Melia, and mostly Lapis. I think was how we went about doing it. And that's pretty much how we did every stage. We didn't run into any walls on any of the waves. I had to step in manual a little bit, and then when we got to the boss on TOA 100, we focused the towers to land dots. I used Lauren to keep the boss from getting a turn, and then once we had both towers stacked with dots, I just hit auto and focused the boss, and they had no problem doing it. So real quick, the runes. He's on Violent Energy. These are all runes that the game... Actually, these are runes I think I got from elsewhere. Anything that's 15'd, the game gave us. So he's only wearing one rune that the game gave us. The rest of them we got from... I don't know where. Maybe we did get these from rewards too. Maybe sometimes you do get runes that aren't... You do. There is a point where you get a handful of runes. I think they're Violent, actually, that aren't leveled up. So we leveled those up to 12. So he's on the Violent Energy set. Looking like that. Lauren, we've moved over to a pretty decent Swift set for her. Fran is on Violent Will. The game gives you the Violent Will set for her. We're currently running Melia on Despair. She's even got Attack here, which she should not have, but I needed it for the focus set, so that's what she's running. And then Lapis is on the Vamp Revenge set the game gives you, okay? So that's what we did, and honestly, it's pretty easy. TOA is almost weirdly easy these days compared to what it used to be. So that's what we did to get through it. That's who we've built. We've been working on bringing our Basalt up. We threw a Swift set on our Tiana. We've got Altair from the event, which is cool. I didn't bother 6-starring them for the artifacts. I know that they're pretty decent, but I just would rather use my food on the stuff I'm using my food on. For me, it's worth not having those 2 artifacts. But we did do the thing where you take them into battles and get the reward. So we got the scrolls and the Rainbow Mon and the other stuff. So I don't think we're going to 6-star them for the artifacts. I'd rather work on what I'm working on. So, oh, we actually did. There was one stage. Who was it? Oh, for the Light Lich boss stage, I just threw some gear on him. I just threw triple energy on him and brought him in because he's the only one I had that has a heal block. And you need a heal block or a block beneficial effects to deal with the Light Lich. So we brought him in for that stage, but otherwise it was the other team we ran. So anyway, that's it. That's like a quick update for anybody that's interested on how we did it and what all we've been doing. And our next big focus, I think, is going to be getting our Giants team sorted out. So let's go ahead and pop our Transcendent Scroll. We definitely earned it. We've been grinding hard the last few days, so... I really hope I don't get an Assassin's Creed unit. I really don't want one. And part of me almost wonders if it's worth waiting. Because I really hope my first Transcendence scroll doesn't give me an Assassin's Creed unit. I don't have the rate uptick. It seems highly unlikely that it would. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna roll the dice. There's what, like 3 of them that are nat 5s, if that. Probably a couple more. I think we're gonna be okay. We're gonna take what we get. All right, let's do this. No Assassin's Creed, baby. Who we getting? Oh, wow. Wow. If you saw my last summon video, you know why this is so interesting. Because she was next to Tiana. It was Chow, her, Tiana. And I was like, I don't know how good she is to know how controversial this is, but I have to take Tiana. So interesting. 44% defense lead in guild stuff. So let's go actually like really give her a look. Also, I don't know how everybody feels about this. I feel like you buy this every time it's available. 1,000 crystals for 3 5-star Rainbow Mine and a Devil Mine, I think is a steal. So I buy it every time regardless of my gem situation. I'm gonna farm more gems. They're gonna fill back up. You can't really farm Devil Mine, you know what I mean? Like you can get the 1 a week from Arena, but I feel like that's a must buy every time. So, okay, let's look at you actually in here so I can see you awakened. Ophelia. All right, what do we got here? We got a stun and gain immunity afterwards. That's pretty interesting. More damage according to your max HP. Removes all harmful effects on the ally and makes the ally invincible for 1 turn. So a full cleanse with invincibility on a single target. And then grants immunity on all allies for 1 turn. Creates a shield that's proportionate to 20% of your HP on all allies for 2 turns. And goes under threat state while enemies attack you with a single target skill 3 times. Enemies, excluding the boss, can only attack the target under the threat state. Right, so this is like, it's like a provoke that you don't need accuracy for, right? Because she puts the buff on herself, and then they have to attack her, right? Yeah, I feel like this is probably Jesus. Jesus, dude. Yeah, I assume we're going resistance. Okay. Violent destroy. I like that. All right. All right. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Dude, imagine if it hadn't been Tiana and I chose her and then my very first Transcendence scroll gave me a dupe of her. That would be wild. All right, I think that's pretty dope. I think I'm pretty into that, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. I feel like she's going to be very usable. I need to watch. I need to look up some stuff on her. See if she's being used in like RTA. See if I can find any videos or content about how she's being used and what people are doing with her. I feel like I've heard her name before. She seems really solid. It seems like she's going to be really good at what she does. So there you go. There's our first Transcendence scroll on the free-to-play. We'll be back soon to knock out our Nat 5 event, and we're going to add that Nat 5 to the roster, and then I think we're going to be done summoning for a little bit because, again, I've got a lot of projects to work on. So, excuse me, Jesus. We'll be back soon with our Nat 5 event. If anybody's been playing along and is about to pop their first Transcendence scroll, good luck. Hope you get what you want, and we'll see you soon.